My wife wants a silent birth. My wife Emma has always been a bit quirky. She used to be obsessed with the Harry Potter franchise, to the point that most of the main cast had to get restraining orders against her. She changes her passion from week to week, to the point that we are not welcome at our local charity shop, due to the amount of stuff we end up giving away. I was initially overjoyed when we discovered that she was pregnant, but my happiness turned to annoyance as my wife began making ridiculous demands of me. I was no longer allowed to watch violent TV programs or films, as she thought that the fetus might be influenced by it. She also told me that I could no longer listen to System of a Down as their music was too heavy. I was counting down the days to her due date, as I couldn't wait for this all to be over. A week before the delivery date, she announced that we were going to have a silent birth. My jaw was hanging open as she explained that no one was allowed to make a sound while she was in labor, as she wanted our baby to enter the world in utter silence. I thought this was ridiculous but kept my mouth shut, as it would just result in me losing another argument with her. The big day arrived, and the midwife rushed to our home after my wife had her first contraction. I couldn't help but marvel at my wife's resilience, as she didn't make a single sound even as she lay there while the midwife clutched her hand. I was almost kicked out of the room when I unintentionally knocked over a pen, which got me the stink eye from both Emma and the midwife. After almost an hour of silence, I watched in wonder as a tiny head emerged from my wife. Emma was covered in sweat, and her breathing was the only noise in the house. Tears began flowing down my wife's cheeks as our son's lifeless body was placed into her hands. The midwife gave me a sympathetic look before grabbing her equipment and leaving the room to give us some privacy. My wife looked over towards me, obviously looking for some reassurance. I could see the utter shock on her face as I shrugged my shoulder and said that thankfully our baby had been stillborn, as otherwise his cries would have ruined her dreams of having a silent birth.